Hello, hello, hello. Mic check testing 1 2 3 1 2 3. How are we all doing today? How are you doing? Doing an impromptu live stream. It is a Wednesday here in down Underland, Auckland, New Zealand. Thought I'd take the setup for a bit of a spin, try it out. We're using Streamable today. Actually, I can exit out of this other thing. Just going to check a couple other things as well. Make sure we are multi-streaming to Twitch, Kick and YouTube. Let's see, just need to do a thing. Platforms. Very bright. Okay, that's a good sign. Hey Bodrix, how are you doing? Always helping out in the background there. In fact, we should have an overlay. Oh, I wonder if it's going to have all my testing chat in the overlay. Ba-ba. Hey, it's quite nice weather here. Bit of a mixture, windy, felt like it could rain. Typical Auckland for you. Alright, I'm just going to have a look at the YouTube, make sure that we're okay over there. Okay, right. I'm just going to type a message and say, hello everybody. Give me a capital. Oh yeah, cool. So we've got a chat overlay there, using Bodrix for that. Different layout, we're doing it vertically rather than horizontally with my other setup. But we should have some other details. So let me have a look. Purgatory Gamer, how's it going? How are you? Was that hello? Let's see. Top left. Oh! I am using Moblin. Oh. Warm. Yeah, so Moblin, we've got the Action 4, we've got the DJi Mic Mini. So Mic Mini into the Action 4 through the Slate 7 to the iPhone. We also have the S23 Ultra as the mobile hotspot. To the Slate 7, therefore everything else. Hey Mansour, how are you doing? Yeah, bonus live stream, we're testing this setup. So the one difference we're doing is we're streaming from Moblin to that service which we tested for the first time in the weekend, called Streamable. And so I have nothing at home on. That's quite whoa, shucks. Very windy. So whereas the other day we started from home, then we switched to an IRL setup. Today we're purely IRL, so there's no home computer or anything on. The chat overlay you see is Bodrix. That has been added to the remote OBS that Streamable have. So I was having a play around with that Okay, that's better. So we should have some info in the bottom left. Here we go, I can see it now. So I got the time, date, location, that's all Moblin. And the weather, that's Moblin as well. Stream run. Yeah, I think he may have brought it up. Someone brought it up last time. We'll see. So the difference with this is this streamable got in touch with me, asked me to have a look at it. And there was enough there that intrigued me. Like, oh, okay, let's give this a go. See what you guys think about it, if it's something you could be interested in. It's so we should have, yeah, looking at the YouTube playback, we've got the chat along the bottom left hand corner. We've got some info at the very bottom with the location, the date, the time, and the weather, which is what I have on my streams. Now, the only thing we don't have is bitrate info, and I wonder if I can add that too. So that info at the bottom is something that you could add in your live streams, if you're not doing that already. And also, for the multi-streaming, since we're not going through my home computer, so the way that I do multi-streaming with the other setup is through a Restream and also a OBS plugin called Remote RTMP. So the difference here is I'm sending the video from Streamable to Meld Studio. Now, Meld Studio, they've got a multi-streaming thing. Now, the way it works is with stream keys. Yeah, so you supply your Twitch, Kick, YouTube, whatever stream keys, and then it'll broadcast to the platforms. Now, I've tried systems like that before. I think that's how ATEM works with stream keys. But I found in certain situations, let's say if you start a stream, then you stop and need to start up a new stream, it was unreliable with YouTube. So YouTube didn't like that. So I stopped using that sort of system before. But we're giving it a go because we need, I want a way to be able to multi-stream to Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So that is the current way of doing it. And I have been in touch with the streamable peeps and provided some feedback regarding some things I was wondering if they either had on the roadmap or not. So they took that in. So a couple of things were bonding. So it doesn't currently support bonding on their end. They recommend, for now at least, to I need to change out my preview just so it's not so distracting. If you have IRL Pro has a partnership with IRL Toolkits where you can bond with one other connection. It doesn't cost any extra, so it's free as part of that app and their partnership. So if you're a phone streamer and you're on Android, then you can bond with that setup. But regards to SRTLA or some other form of bonding, it's currently not there. They did ask how important was that. I said, oh, definitely 10, 9 or 10, really important. If you guys could add that in. So, okay, they took that in, so we'll see what comes out of that. So bonding was one question I had. The other one was overlays, which you can see you can do. You have a remote access to, well, a remote OBS portal thing where you can make some changes on their side. So I added in a browser source for Botrix so that you can see the chat on screen. I thought about adding it in Moblin, but the formatting was it just looked weird. And it's also very distracting on my phone screen because then you got chat on top of chat, that sort of thing. What else? Well, it supports SRT. Bonding I asked about. Multi-stream I asked about. At the moment you can log into your Twitch, you can log into your Kick, you can add RTMP destinations, I think as many as you want. So I've added an RTMP destination for Restream. That's how I did it last time. I was streaming 2 Restreams so I could broadcast to two platforms. And one thing I like about that option is you can set a title description per stream. Whereas the way that I'm doing it today through Meld, there's no title, no anything, so you'll be reusing the same title from last time. So yeah, maybe, I think there must be more options out there. Something like Restream but gives you 3 platforms. In fact, I think someone brought it up a while ago, a service like Restream but has support for more platforms. Have to look into that. Yeah, I really like the way Restream works. You can, when you go live, it updates the title everywhere. Whereas I'm thinking right now we're using the same title from the last stream. And I'll just have to update it later. Whew, perfect. Let's have a look. I'll go back to Moblin. Oh, man. It is bright. Streamer. What's it going to do? I forgot what it was going to do. I was going to go into... Oh yeah, I was going to check the titles. So in Moblin, let's do a screen share. I think it'll move. There's some shade just over here. Boiling. I'm melting. Now, do I have the right screen share up? Widgets. Yeah. Right shoulder. There's one difference today. I'm doing 1080p 60. Might change it. Okay, 1 second. Okay, better. Yeah, I think better. So I was recording a video showing my settings, showing these settings I use inside the Action 4. So I changed a couple of things and just needed to reset it back to what I usually use. Yeah, it was set to 60 FPS 1080p, which I think is a bit much for my iPhone. So just gone back to 1080-30 and things should be a lot better. I think it's this shoulder, so move the camera this way and we'll just see. Left shoulder. More left or more right? Okay, more left. Alright. So based on what I see, it needs to be, camera needs to be like way over here, way off to my left shoulder for me to be centered. Okay, so everything looks good. Bitrate for the ingest around 6, perfect. The bitrate for the stream to streamable 6, also good. Very interesting. We are not bonding. So no bonding with the setup, but we're doing okay with the 4G out of the iPhone. Yeah, that was one of my concerns was past that I said, yeah, we really need bonding, like true bonding, SRTLA, or if they go with a different protocol. Because that's one of the strengths with SRTLA is you can bond more than one connection. Whereas IRL Pro, what they do is great, and it doesn't cost you any extra, but it's just one other connection. With Moblin you can bond 2, 3, 4, and that was only possible with the ballot box before. You couldn't do bonding with multiple connections, more than 2 until Moblin. So I don't know what they need to do on the back end, but yeah, if they could add that, that'd be great. Let's try a screenshot. So I've considered my layout and try to simplify things a little bit while bringing in a couple of things I had before, like the date, like the location, like the time, weather. So I've got all those things, all thanks to Moblin. I've got a screen share, which I always have, and then we've also got the chat overlay too, in the bottom left hand corner. So those are all things that I had. I think the only thing we don't have is a rotator for socials, which Moblin has as well. We can do photos, like with my other setup. That's part of Moblin. Bitrate, yeah. So bitrate, which yeah, I think Moblin should be able to do that. I don't know, but the way that I did it before was with the stats page from BellaBox Cloud. Now, that's something that Streamable could add with their setup. Add a stats page so you could get that info, or at least show the bitrate on screen. Because it's very much like streamers will check what their bitrate is, see what's happening with their connection, set the round trip time or the bitrate or other things are playing up. helps them troubleshoot this. So I was thinking what I could do today is play some Pokemon Go. Have that on the side where the screen share is. I haven't actually set that part up, but that's the kind of stream that this could work, you know. Like I've seen a lot of IRL gamers with a setup like this one. Who's it? Chill Q Life. Hello, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Now, we will be using my usual, my other setup on my Fridays. So Fridays is my usual day of live streaming, and then other days will be bonus streams where I'll be testing other stuff. Yeah, so if you're curious about newer technologies like what we're using today, then these extra streams, that's what they're for. So just to reiterate, setup today, we've got the DJi Action 4 for a video. We've got the mic mini for audio. Those are being sent wirelessly to my iPhone. Video and audio sent from them through the Slate 7, which is a travel router, to the iPhone. iPhone got Moblin on there, latest version, test flight, I think on build number 16, 18. What else? I got the S20 Ultra, which is supplied internet. They probably don't need it. Yeah, probably don't need the mobile hotspot, but I think when this is connected to the Wi-Fi of the Slate, the internet stops working. So you need internet on the Slate if you want to use this phone for anything. So I was just thinking, so the internet, yeah, it's the internet being sent using the 4G of this, or is it going back through the Slate? I'm sure it would say in here Wi-Fi if it was, but the connection seems really good, so maybe it is going back through the Slate. Don't know. But yeah, usually it has the cellular connection of the phone, if it has one, and then it uses that to send the broadcast to wherever. So this has been sent to streamable. I think it's going using the cellular. But I never really considered internet in this for streaming to be great, you know, not like the S20 Ultra. By the way, have you guys seen the ruckus about the Mudi 7? Details have been released. The Mudi, which is a GLI.net travel modem router, the Mudi 7 is now available, or was, for pre-order. Prices are actually a lot lower than I thought they were. I thought they'd be $500 US, making it over $1,000. That's what it would be if it was a Netgear. So all the Netgear and Nighthawk M7s, M7 Pro, M6, they're all like super expensive. So I was expecting it to be that much, but for the early birds deal, you could get it at $279 USD, which I was like, whoa, no way. So it's gone up to $329, I think, USD. So it was like a early bird deal, early bird, and now pre-order. And they'll be shipped in early to mid-April. But, okay, the question everyone was wondering, what band frequencies does it support? Because they didn't have that info on their website. They had tri-band, Wi-Fi 7, 13-hour battery life, single Ethernet port, I think 2.4 gigahertz. They had all these specs which seemed amazing on paper. Hey Aina, how's it going? So everyone was like losing their minds about this new travel modem router. But with the actual early bird release of them came the band and frequencies. It's not a global modem router. They've got two versions, one which is EU and one which is US. The EU supports New Zealand, UK, Seoul, South Korea, Japan, so it supports a lot of places. But if you are traveling also to the US, then not so much. All is well, how are you? I am good, thank you. Well, if my head goes flying, it's because of the wind. Thank you for the follow. I was thinking about making a video on that. I think that would be, yeah, it's a pretty hot topic, especially on Reddit. People say, oh my god, I can't believe they missed it. It's like that, the world, the world is, it's gonna end, oh no. This is the worst thing ever, how could they drop the ball? What a failure. Blah blah blah. Okay, what that's early bird and early bird pricing. They sold out pretty quick. So clearly some people don't mind. Yeah, I might need to get another upgrade because this one's starting to see its age. I got wiped it down a couple of times because, you know, it was starting to get a little dirty. Okay, no worries. I just had as cheap as chips. It was like $10 and it's probably still that cheap. But it means making a trip out to Kmart to get another one. It's like, too far away. But it'd be good to head out somewhere different, you know? Yeah. I think we'll do another trip. Oh, one problem is the trains there have been down a lot, doing a lot of maintenance. Trains is I think it's a fun way of heading out to West Auckland. Rather than buses. I don't really like buses. But yeah, I want to do more activities outside of the city. Oh, by the way, I did try your settings. It still didn't work. Oh yeah. So that car park is right below Kmart. I'll just say appreciate the videos. Hey, no worries, you're welcome. Ton of help. Someone trying to figure out IRL streaming. Well, many years later, and I am still kind of doing that. I'm still trying to figure out IRL. Trying to make it easier for folks. So yeah, appreciate that. Genuine information, not clickbait. Well, thank you. I'm in it with you guys, that's why. I've been doing IRL for 2, 3, 4 years now. I forget how long. And it's all Hyena's fault too. Hyena was the one that got me onto it. Hey Hyena. Hey Curve, have you thought about... I actually had to do the hard work though. And still doing it. Figuring out how to improve the audio, the video quality, the audio, get a new mic, get another mic. Shout out. I remember. Yeah, in the very first stream, oh boy, I was using my, I think I was using a Galaxy S9. That phone was just not suited for it. And then not long after that, the iPhone 11, wait, did I have my other iPhone before? XR? No, I think it was the iPhone 11, S20 Ultra. We're back to the iPhone 11. So, yeah, we've gone through a lot of stages. But the setup I've got now, I'm really, really happy with. Especially the camera part. So using Action 4, it just weighs nothing. But the image quality is really good out of it. And stabilization. Oh, really? Yeah. Okay, it's interesting. I didn't think so at the time. Now those are some good times, eh? I think one of the problems is my home computer just still can't handle all the things I was trying to do. So me and Ray Cleveland, both have very similar computers. Actually, I think he has leapfrogged me a bit with his RAM. I believe he upgraded his RAM before the prices went up. But, yeah. Yeah, so when you try and live stream, which is already quite a tough thing to do on a computer. Oh, that's the great thing about this setup. It doesn't affect my computer at all. But, live streaming, then Lightroom, and if you try and throw in Photoshop as well, oh boy, goodbye computer. There are quite a few times when my computer would shut off midstream, and it fried one of my computers. My very first one, my MacBook Pro. Yeah, it has moved on to the digital rainbow bridge, or crossed the digital rainbow bridge. We're streaming. If I do IRL, it splits the work between my phones and my home computer. But this setup today is my phones and streamable. Burnout with the home stuff. Oh, you know, one big change was the move. Now with the old place, I had my own space where I could live stream. I could live stream till whenever. But the current place that I'm in now, that I've been in for about a year, 2 years, I don't have my own individual space. So it's kind of shared. So where I am, I'm like in the middle between like a corridor and a walkway and things. So I just can't stream there. Well, just very briefly, if someone needs to walk past to get to the lounge or get to somewhere else, I have to go BRB, come back, then go BRB for a little bit, wait for them to do their thing. Then I'm back. You hear rattling noises of people in the kitchen and the TV in the lounge. So it's just not the same. Because when I stream, I'm kind of like in the zone. No, that might have been around Christmas. So I usually take a break around then. I don't think I did one this year. But I can't stream at this place. Not at home, not for very long. Yeah, because I'll start to get in the zone, I'm engaging a chat, having a good time, and then, oh, wait guys, BRB, someone needs to get past me, then they go back, then I can come back again, so I have to reset every time that happens. But yeah, that kind of spoiled it for me. And even now, I'm not really able to make videos as much as I would like to, just because of the same sort of thing. Bit of a pain, yeah. But just gotta make do, Yeah, exactly. So you guys might be asking me something about IRL photography, editing technique, and I'll be engaged, and then I'll have to pause because someone needs to get past me, come back, and I've forgotten. I've forgotten where we were and go, think I tried, like the first couple of times when we moved in to this current place, and I went, oh nah, I just go all in on IRL. Let's see, yeah, we did. I think the main thing is, for the coffee shop edits, I need like a large screen, like a iPad, something larger that I can edit on. It's hard on a phone, especially the iPhone. iPhone's tiny, so I can't work with it. And with this phone, I'm a lot larger, and we had the pen. I can do things like this. So maybe we'll do that. Do that again. But let's see. How was I doing? Oh, I had 2 separate streams. So that's how I did it before. 2 separate streams, which was an additional cost. So basically it just needs to be easier. I think Moblin has helped towards doing that kind of thing, but yeah, the problem there is my phone. So what I'd like to do is upgrade my iPhone at some point, somehow. Upgrade the iPhone. If I could get myself an iPad, and then I could do that. Yeah, because then I could either stream with the iPad, or I could stream with the newer iPhone, and then send the video from the iPad into. You have to libraries with 4 to 6 office rentals. Oh wow! Office rentals. Oh, yeah. I think one problem with that is, you get used to using a device, you'll use it for a little while, and then you have to return it because someone's booked it in for the next period. So then you've got nothing until you can get it again, which could be. So that's kind of very similar. Oh, it's like just one off. Okay. I just need to make lots and lots of money. If I'm like rolling in the money, then problem solved. Okay, I know what you mean. Yeah, we had that kind of thing as well. You can rent out or book out the, what are they called? Same sort of thing, office. But at the moment they're going through renovations. I was in the library the other day, and that space where you could book, it's a mess. I also forget to do that, so yeah, you have to kind of remember to book a, what do they call it? A rental room. I forget the name of it. How are we doing on battery? So we've got 62% battery on the Samsung apparently. I'm going to plug in a couple of devices. So plug in the iPhone. I have used them before. I don't know if for live streaming or for something else. Oh, I remember. Somebody else. So I listed something on our version of eBay, and the guy who was interested in buying them wanted to have a look at it. So I booked a room in the library I set up everything, had to play around with it, and it was like, oh yeah, cool. He wasn't sure if it was compatible, but yeah, it was. This was a long time ago. I think way before I was a streamer. Yeah, so that's what I used it for back then. And I suppose it wouldn't be too different from that. But yeah, they have free internet, and you can plug in for your devices, that sort of thing. And it's for students because it's right by the universities, so they, you know, they can book a room, work on their projects, that kind of thing, or editing, I suppose. What do you guys think of the layout? It is different. I think my one, I'm still very fond of mine, just because of how long I worked on it. But I think if you're just wanting to get started IRL live stream, then this is, this isn't bad. I've seen lots of streams that look like this, and it didn't take long at all. Okay, so I want to do a screen share. Let's try and figure this out. Now the way I plan on doing it is with Streamlabs. So Streamlabs, just going to log in, share one app. Oh, hey. Yeah. I kind of had the reverse situation. Like, I was part of a student group that worked with. So we were teaching software, and it was like real basic level, how do you open a computer, unlock a computer, open up a browser, sign into your email or create an email account. So it's like way basic, and I thought, oh, okay, all right, let's do this. So and this is quite a long time as well. So we got all these pretty old computers that were donated to us, and had some students come in, young kids, high school, that sort of thing. And we were going through the tutorial, but these kids were like, huh? What? They were already logged in, they were watching YouTube videos. Of course, out of touch adults, trying to teach them about this new technology called the internet. But they knew it all. They knew it all already. So it was pretty embarrassing. I was like, so I was like skimming through the thing. I was like, nah, these kids are alright, they're alright. But it was a part of a project at university I had to do. And we'd have some young kids come in, and we would teach them about the interwebs, And at the end of it, they'd be able to keep the computers. A lot of kids said, no, it's alright. My computer at home is newer than this. No, these computers are old ass. Fun. Yeah, good times. These computers are old ass, bro. These are old ass computers. How to access? Oh wow! So they didn't even touch the surface. That actually even get to it. Wow. Like complete opposite, eh? It's kind of funny because you'll have older folks who are on one end, they just don't understand technology, and on the other end you'll have some that fully embraced it. They go, oh yeah, no problem, I love it, I think it's great, you know. So yeah. So you kind of have like a stereotypical thing in mind, whereas you'll get surprised. Some will be okay with it, others take a little bit longer to learn. You know? Alright, oh, okay. Let's see if we can get this thing working. Technology. Indeed. The big topic at the moment is AI. AI everything now. I've embraced it. I suppose I was a bit standoffish for a while, but I found a lot of real good uses for it, especially with coding. So coding has been a big help. I've seen someone make posters, like really professional level looking posters with AI. They just pop in like they say location, destination, location, other info related to a concert or whatever, and then I'll just spit out a poster and just like real pro level, and like whoa. And there's some things that you'll pick, so you'll need to be a little more eagle-eyed to be able to say, oh, okay, that character has 5 fingers, or their hand looks like a potato. But you know, if you try to make that poster from scratch, whoa, it would take forever. Okay, right, let's see. Let's see, so I need to check we've got an ingest for RTMP, one for Streamlabs. Okay, that's good. For my scene, A4 scene, so the scene that you guys are looking at right now. Widget, streams, video source. Oh, I know, I need to go right back to ingest, RTMP, Streamlabs, grab the URL. Oops. Oh, the URL is still the same. Yeah, it's good. I think that's one benefit of using the Slate. Okay, so apparently I'm streaming to my iPhone. But I need to enable the widget. So bottom right hand corner. Gonna work. I don't see anything. Streamlabs. So top left, bottom right. Oh, it's tiny. Need to make it full screen. Yeah, now maybe. That's great. So why isn't it working? Because who? Sure, it's supposed to be that side. Nope. I'm on the right scene. So back. Scene widgets. Streamlabs. Scenes. Pay for scene. Streamlabs. Top left. I think it's because this has to be connected to the Wi-Fi of the Slate, but I think whenever I do something like that, it messes with the connection. But I'll try that. No! Ah! Does it look like I'm running? I like the flash of that. Okay.
I know you're losing money, and I'm gonna be Hokage!
Yep. Yep, definitely didn't like that. Oh, no, wrong button. Don't want to do that. So yeah, we won't do that one. Definitely avoid doing that. Yeah, so I think it's got no way of it's got no way of connecting to the iPhone if it's not also on the same network. So it's providing a mobile hotspot, but that's a different thing. Guess we can't do that. Yeah, so this is broadcasting to a URL that it can't see. Unless I turn on the if I turn on the personal hotspot on the iPhone. Nah, too messy. Okay, I guess I can't do this. Maybe I could try and maybe I could try opening Pokemon Go on the iPhone and screen sharing, but I won't be able to see chat, not on here. So let's give it a go, see what the iPhone says, but I don't think it's going to be very happy about it. I'll need to swipe back. Okay, how does that look? Kind of like picture in picture. I could minimize this just so it's not so distracting. And then this is where two iPhones are really handy, and one could be controlling, well, broadcasting, while the other one is my control. Right, so just go to the setup, we have the iPhone here, running Moblin, with screen sharing, so I can't see Moblin, I'd have to swipe, go back to Moblin in order to see chat. Then we've got the Samsung in the back, which is actually acting as a it's providing internet to the Slate 7. We've got the Anker 250 watt over here, and here's my microphone. And I'll pop you guys on the chest mount. Finish my coffee. Now if I had Stream Buddy, then I could see the chat on the other phone. Now how's it going? How's it going with that? Oh, right. Retentions aren't going to do anything. No alerts, nothing. Okay, I need to think of that too. Oh, there's another browser source I could add for emojis. So I'm going to have to build up this setup. Hey. $6.4 million? And you 6 million chat points? Crazy. iPhone is doing okay today. Last time I tried to play Pokemon Go on this phone, it did not do well. especially photo mode. If I try photo mode, I think everything will crash. Thank you for the follow. Oh, that's right. I remembered one thing that I was going to do. I was going to check our title. Oh yeah, old title. IRL. Need like a red dot. Red circle. So that should update our title on Kick. I think we might. Yeah, we'll leave it on IRL for the category. And Pokemon Go. Oh, where are you, Pokemon Go? There you go for our category. Sweet! Okay. Come to my route. Have infinite pictures, or just so that I can see what's happening. Crystal Serenity cruise ship. Looks nice. Do a loop around the cloud. Six million followers. 6 million followers. Wow. Oh, can I go this way? Doesn't look like it. Ah, yeah, closed it off, I think. I often do stuff like that for the cruise ships. So let's see, I'm just thinking through this setup. So what are some of the changes, differences? Well, I think it'd be easy if I just had one consistent title all the time. Then I don't have to think about it. Although if I, with Restream, I can set a title when I go live. But these are all services that you could use together, you know. It's not like you use one or the other kind of thing. Alright, back to our routes. Cruising by the cruise ships. Weird. Start new route. Have we started? Yeah, I think so. No! Ah! Does it look like I'm running? I'm like a flash. Okay.
I know you're losing money, and I'm gonna be your target!
Okay.
Weird, right? And then now she's texting me like,
See if we can get hoggers to eat my head. Hold on. No! No! Ah! Does it look like I'm running? I'm like a flash. Okay.
I know you're losing money, and I'm gonna be your target!
Okay.
weird, right? And then now she's texting me like,
See if we can get hoggers to eat my head. Hold on. No! No! Ah! Does it look like I'm running? I'm like a flash. Okay.
I know you're losing money, and I'm gonna be your target!
Check. Yeah? We good? Oh yeah, I think we've got audio now. That might have been Moblin. Yeah, because I had to completely swipe out of Moblin and then reopen it. Strange. I do want to point out that I have the test flight version, so you know, I'm the guinea pig, the crash test dummy. If you want a stable experience with Moblin, then you just stick to the public release, not the test flight versions. So we get to try out advanced features, new features before they're ready, finalized. Then, you know, stick with the public one, the one from the App Store. How's my iPhone doing? On a yellow fire icon, so we seem to be okay, at least for now. I think the only kind of screen share I can do is of Moblin. Anything else seems to be pushing it. And as a IRL live streamer that talks about IRL live streaming, that's fine. Now you guys get to see what's happening in my Moblin. So I have it open on this part of Moblin. We good. Oh, it looks like my overlay things have disappeared too. I'm going to go into scenes, A for, I've got the text, I'm going to toggle it on and off, back. Top left? No. Bottom left. Oh, there we go. Okay. Someone asked me on my last live stream if they experienced any crashing in Moblin. And I said, oh, no. So at least since yesterday, it's crashed for me 2 times. So yesterday when I was testing some stuff out, and then today during the stream. I'm confident Moblin TF will sort it out. So for now, so we'll put that down to me pushing my iPhone. Doing the gameplay screen share was too much. Kind of expected that. So we'll just stick with what I'm doing right now. So this is fine for the setup. Yeah, my iPhone can handle this. Screen sharing Moblin, and I think the overlays are fine, the little text overlay, and the screen snapshot, that too. So know your limits, folks. Know what your gear can handle. Test everything out, see if it can do everything. If not, start to dial stuff back. Oof. Oh shucks, got caught up in something. Oh, I need to change my category back. I'll do that when we get up here. Yeah, I'll find a shaded spot. Okay, how's everything? Hopefully the iPhone's okay. Battery life, I think so. It's 77% battery. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, unplug iPhone. How's our Ultra? 70%. That'll be fine. So right off to the side, I think. Oh, maybe even further. Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now check on this phone. Okay, so let's see. With this current setup, we have location, we've got a flag, we've got location, city, date, we've got time, we've got weather, we've got a chat overlay, which is vertical. We have a screen share on the other side. So the info at the very bottom and the screen share, that's all Moblin. The chat overlay, that is a browser source on the remote OBS. So that screen share, that could be gameplay. I'd likely use it for sharing the Moblin, like I am. But yeah, they could be watching YouTube videos. They have those on there. So I'm going to try something. Let's see. Hi Jesse, how are you? I wonder if you can see that. I don't think you can hear it. Nice. That's the one. Yeah, doing good. We're testing out the setup here. This is a sneak preview of a video that I've just uploaded, well, last night. It is my DJi settings for IRL live streaming. So you could do something like this. It's not available yet, but my idea was to record a video, was to edit and upload in one day. So I kind of did that, but it took a few more days to be able to be happy with it. Yeah, so stay tuned for this one. It'll be public in a couple of weeks. So that's a little teaser there for the future video. Nah. Let's see. Jesse, hey. Good, keep me cool, how are you? Great, thank you. MediaTek editing takes me to basically the longest, I know, right? So, for my last video, not the one that you guys could see, that one. Oh, hold on. The video's still playing in my ear. I need to turn it off. Okay, that's better. Check, 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 test. Okay, cool. Where were we? Yeah, so, I think I've got about 2 videos in the pipeline. So there's one live, there's one which is current, that will be public on Friday. That one took 5 days of editing, too long. So I need to be able to churn these out faster. So that was the plan with that video I just gave you a sneak peek of. Yeah. And 2 crows down. You had to duck out for a bit. Did you cover how to get the location, date, time, temperature on screen? Well, let's see. How do I make this screen brighter? It's so dark. Oh, it's at max. And hey, MediaTek. Alright, cool. So just reposition it so I can see. Let's see, I went into the settings, scenes, add a widget, give it a name. Oh, actually, for this one, you select the type. So the type is text. You don't give it a, oh, do you give it a name? No name. Next. Suggestions tells you all the different, what are these? What are the name for these? So basically for the text widget you added that little bit of code, whatever you want to be displayed. There's short time, date, full date, city, country flag, oh, you know, any of these here. Go back, so we'll click next. So for example, city, see at the top, clear, go back, so maybe country flag city, back, time, paste the, like yes, back, clear, suggestions. Let's just go back to this one. So I've got a country flag and what a city. Next, whatever scene you want to add this widget to. So let's say to the A4 scene, create. So if we look at the A4 scene, you'll see that we have a whole bunch of widgets there. Now did it, my widget, yeah. Widget. So currently we have country flag city space, then let's say time, we add in the date and short time, go back. So you see that our text has changed, but country flag, city, date, short time, and then maybe weather, show temp, and then maybe show conditions back further. So our string of text has changed further. Go back. Then got colors, background, foreground, size, design, alignment. Just play around with all of those. So we'll have this in the top left, which I can see. Back, and that's it. Pretty straightforward, right? Go back to my widget. We'll change it to maybe top right. Oh, it's on top of the screen share. Okay. Maybe top left. And if you want to delete, swipe, delete. There you go. Yeah, another wonderful feature that's part of Moblin. So you can make that. You could do that in. Where's my cleaning cloth? You could do that with streamable.run. like I have with my other setup, but why not use the one that's in there? That's perfectly fine, you know. I think that looks good. Oh, that one looks too tall. I think that's taller than the other one. It used to be there. Yeah, I was going to ride up over the ramp. But nah. Nothing. Nothing good would come out of that, I reckon. Are these photos being uploaded to the Discord? Let's check. Snapshots, yep, sure enough. Gee, what was that? Did I see a message? Okay, no. So this appears to be working well. Yeah, even the multi-stream to meld. And so we got a couple of changes with the setup. So we're going from Moblin, Action 4, Mic Mini, through the Slate 7, into the iPhone. We've got the S23 Ultra providing internet to the Slate 7. Moblin is sending the stream to Streamable. No bonding at the moment, but Streamable does have their own disconnect protection. And then from Streamable, we're sending the stream to Meld Multi-Stream. Or is it called Multi-Meld or Meld Multi? So on there, you can add your string key for Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and whatever else. So it does the streaming part, but it doesn't handle titles or descriptions, anything like that. So I think the workaround would be to have like a default title for your YouTube, what do they call it? Yeah, your YouTube stream, you put a default title in there, and then you just update it all later. Oh, right. Streaming platforms, Twitch, category, IRL. So I just switched the category on Twitch back to IRL. We were on Pokemon Go before, but since we're not able to play it, then yeah, IRL for now. Try and figure something out for that. Whew. Now, one pretty cool thing you can do with Meld is you can select a VOD track. So I don't know how you would do that with Moblin. I wonder if they can. But if you were streaming from home, you can split your audio into different tracks. One which would be without copyright music, that would be the VOD track, and then one with copyright music. So you could have yeah, so YouTube would be the VOD track. I don't know about Kick. I don't remember the option, what it said. But let me see. So streamable Meld. Multi.meld studio. No VOD track detected. No VOD track detected. So it appears you can. There's like a little checkbox that you can select. So can you see? That's Twitch. Click YouTube. You just enter your stream key. You can select auto start. That's great. So when you go live to Meld, it'll start streaming to these platforms, whatever you put in here. And it's got an option for, well, I guess, a VOD track. So that's something we need to find out if they can indeed add that. How do I bring up the other live chat? Live chat, okay. So testing. Hello. Give that a second. Don't be shy, folks. Okay, yeah, cool. All right. Yeah, that is one problem solved with Meld Studio. We're able to multi-stream to Twitch, Kick, YouTube, wherever, I guess. And then with Moblin, we can read and hear chat messages from all three. Wow, that sun is hot. I can feel it on my back. I wonder, do I like the chat in the bottom left? I think so, because then the text info. Bottom left corner, because the chat messages, they pop up from there. I think something I'd like to add is the emoji wall. Yeah, I add that. Going from but the stream elements one and also the botworks one.
So much company knowledge.
Oh, they're still closed off that space. Ooh. Ta-ta. You know, one thing they could add is a composite blur filter to their remote OBS. I find that really helpful. And I could have a privacy mode. I suppose we could add one in Moblin, right? Okay, let's see, let's try it. Scenes. Create a scene. Call this one. Need a short name, so maybe PVT. PVT. Now the video source could be A4. Like override A4 widgets. Can you add a filter? You could have none, but I'd basically like to add a blur filter to the thing. Maybe it is, actually let's turn this one off. Turn this one off, go back, go to display, quick buttons, blur text, beauty, sparkle, blur faces, pixelate, pixelate. I know, I've got an idea. Let's go back and go to scenes, to this PVT. See, we're going to add a video source of none, so there's no source on there. We'll add a widget, which is the A4 as a widget. Enable. Now this will be top left, and it's just going to be filled. Chrome. Back. Back again. Oh. Widget. Face tracking, enable, FX add. Shape. Opacity, LUT. Remove background, there needs to be a blur. Or maybe there is a blur in here. Corner radius, shape, other options. So if we could just pixelate the camera. Yeah. So basically for this one scene I want to blur the camera and I want to mute the audio. But it looks like to do that you have to tap these buttons. You can't just have a scene with that baked in, you know. So either you do it in your OBS or you do it in here, but you have to tap a couple of buttons to do that. Unless there's like a chat command. Bot commands. Let's see. Filter. Filter on off. Stream that. Tesla TTS widget. I think I might have to submit this as a request. There could be a workaround, something that I'm missing. But yeah, you could do it as a sequence of buttons, but I just want to switch to a scene that's blurred, you know? Blurred camera. Two goes down. Subscribe to Tier 1, thank you. No alerts at the moment. I'll need to add something. Now is that right? Because I've found that Moblin's subsystem, sub-alerts, appears to be a little faulty. I appear to get sub-alerts when they aren't really sub-alerts. I'll just thank you anyway. Just got to go with what I see. I found streamable to be a lot more reliable. I think, you know, Moblin could get there. Right, so let's see. I want to add in two browser sources to the remote OBS. One which is for the emoji wall, stream elements. Second one which is for the Botwix emoji wall. Same thing, but the streamable one only handles Twitch. Botwix can handle kicking YouTube. I prefer the look and the animations that the stream elements one has. Otherwise, I just use the Botwix. Okay, and then we also need alerts. So perhaps we use the Twitch ones. Oh, kind of need a global alert, say. So maybe Botwix. Yeah, so the Twitch ones will only work for Twitch. Twitch's alerts look quite nice. I like these. But then, you know, that doesn't help us if something else happens on Kicker YouTube. Hey, Mudi. How are you? Yeah, I like that the multi-platform. So I mean, I'm already using their chat overlay. Yeah, they're pretty good. Is our chat working? Oh, that's right, that's a preview. That's my... There you go. Cool. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so we need emoji walls, because I like them. We've got a chat, so that's good. Stream's always good. I really enjoy streaming. There have definitely been some hiccups. A lot of it is just getting used to how to do things on this system versus my usual one. So we'll still have the usual setup, which I'll stick to on Friday, and we'll be able to compare them. Go, you know, this is what my one currently does versus this one. One real good thing I like about this is my computer isn't doing anything. It doesn't have to be on for me to stream. But yeah, the process, there's some adjustment going from what I've been using for years to using this other one. I think, let's see, one of the hiccup was my phone. I think I was trying to do too much when I had the gameplay up. So I wish I could do more with my phone, but unfortunately this phone is older, starting to feel its age now. I think this would be better as a remote control phone for a main streaming phone. So if I can ever upgrade to like a 17 or whatever later, then that would be the streaming phone. And then I could control the stream with this one. Quite warm, eh? Wait, what is there a chat command for weather in Moblin? Chat bot commands Moblin. Oh yeah, like what? What good things have you been hearing about this new Google phone? I didn't think they sold the Pixel phones here, but I think, yeah, Nick said he has one. Oh well, I guess so. Oh, okay. It's been something all the manufacturers have been working on for a while now, eh? Or trying to up one another with their cameras. That's good. I think phones have been pretty decent for photography for a while now. But whatever advances they can make better, you know? Is that for photography or is that for video? So I think video, especially for IRL live streamers, we want a good selfie camera. So the selfie tends to be a lot more narrow than the ones on the back. So they need to be wider and better in low light. I think the ones on the back, especially the main camera, they've been pretty decent for a couple of generations. They need to work on that front one, eh? I think with the 17 series, one advancement they made was to make the front camera squarish. I think they'll do that with all of them eventually. Oh, and that Jerry guy, Jerry, one who dismantles phones, he pulled a 17 era part, and it actually has proper stabilization in it, springs and things, versus doing things digitally. Phones need that. But you know, I think even with better optics, I'm not too keen on using my phone anymore for IRL, because your phone is usually out here, right? It's out here when you're using it, so it's at risk of being nicked. It's become a thing in recent years, people stealing the phones for what's on them, bank details, emails. So I want them to improve these Action cameras. They did a great job with Action 4, but the 5 Pro and 6 have issues that still don't appear to be sorted. I'm hearing audio desync. It's been a big one, I believe, with the 6. UVC connectivity issues as well. So yeah, they need to sort them out. 360, you can do RTMP streaming with it now. If you guys aren't already, you should join the Moblin Discord. A lot of folks on there are sharing what they're doing. In fact, the reason why I'm using Meld Studio for multi-streaming is because of someone on the Moblin Discord. One big pro of it is the multi-streaming part. I wish they connected to the platforms properly via their APIs so that you could update the title, other things. I like the Action cameras, but if IRL my phone, I can tell people I'm on a video call. They're streaming. Fair enough. Good point. Although I think a video call often looks like this. You know, if you're on FaceTime or whatever. When you're streaming, you're usually like this, which gives away that you're recording video. Yeah. And I prefer using my phone like this. So the way that you see the screen share, it's a lot easier to use, I think. Also, look how big the chat is, how tall it is, rather than being squished when it's in landscape mode. How's our battery? It looks pretty low. Okay, time to plug in. Yeah, and also the settings. If I go into the settings, look how big that is versus when it's in landscape mode. A lot harder to see. Got a second Action for $319. That's a really good price. I think it's been that low maybe one other time. So nice one. That's why I say, why get a new one? Why get a 5 Pro or 6? You have those issues that they have, but also the price is a lot more. Whereas the Action 4 is a great streaming camera. Versus, I think so. Like, one big difference is how wide it is. Like, I can't get this look with my iPhone 11. Okay, so that's how I've got both the iPhone. I've got both the iPhone and the Action 4 at the same distance, but look how more narrow the iPhone is versus the Action 4. Yeah, big difference. And it could be wider, but then it starts getting bendy in the corners. So I think this is a nice in between giving you a wide look, but also not too wide. Let's try some. I don't have the receiver and what's it called? Yeah, the other transmitter and receiver for the mic mini, but I'm going to go live on my IRL Pro. Connections. Ah, yeah. Now, is it going to switch? Guess I have to go to let's try it. Okay. Okay, so we're on IRL Pro now. Just done a switch. No! Ah! Does it look like I'm running? Wait, like a flash, is that? Okay.
I am Naru, the losing monkey, and I'm gonna be Hokage!
Okay. Welcome back. Okay, so we just tried a switch between IRL Pro and Moblin in streamable. I wish it would automatically scene switch when you stop streaming from one, and then it'll just go to whatever else is connected. But it stays on the ingest offline scene, and you have to manually switch it to something else. Let's see. Chip. If you did what? Yeah, you can do that, and I've seen a lot of people do it. I've done it in the past, but then, you know, that just adds more bulk and weight to your setup, and the quality often isn't as good as your phone's cameras. Yes. In fact, I got some real nice lenses from, what's that company? I forget. So I got some real nice lenses, but they're quite heavy. And, you know, the quality was real nice. But it added so much extra weight I couldn't use them on my gimbal. So that's the other thing. So let's see. I went from using an iPhone to S20 Ultra. Both were fine until you start getting to low light. When you're in low light, then it's awful. So then I started using gimbals, and I went from the Osmo Mobile 6 to the Home iSteady V3. So you've got a phone and a gimbal, plus a wireless mic, so you've got a receiver and a transmitter, both of those. If you want to have a wider look for your selfie camera, then you've got like a little wide adapter thing attached to your phone. So that's quite a bit of extra gear that you have to carry around with you. Try and squeeze that into your bag. So let's say you head out and you've got quite a big gimbal. You have to hold that gimbal as you're going out, you know. Now with this setup, all I need is my Action 4 and a mic mini. No receiver. It's wide enough, I don't need a wide lens adapter. The stabilization is great. It's okay in low light. Yeah, actually I think it's better than a phone. But I could get a gimbal for it, but don't need to. And with the Action 4 and the little mini tripod, that's all I need to throw that into my bag. So there's no lens adapter, no wireless receiver, unless I need to switch to a phone. Just one transmitter that connects directly to the Action camera. I don't need a gimbal for it, you know. How's my S20 Ultra do? Because I think I've tried it all. Except like a Live View Solo Pro. That's a little cost prohibitive. But you know, ballot box, phone streaming, gimbals. And this current setup is the most compact out of all of them. Now the only shame is that there are limitations with the wireless technology. I can see in the distant future it's going to take a while for everyone to upgrade their hardware, but where they can definitely be improved over what we currently have. Yeah, but I mean, look at that. I've got the Action 4, that is tiny already. And we've got a selfie stick. And now I can walk around with just that. Or a shorter one, like a little baby tripod. And that's all it is. Let's go to that. So grab this one. That's it, you know. That's all I'm carrying around. No receiver plugged into the phone. If someone stole this, that would be bad, but you know, it's not my phone with my banking details, my email and everything on it. So I can hold that out quite comfortably without worrying about someone taking off with it, or you know, I'll chase after them. But yes, it's a different thing versus a phone. They need a wide lens adapter for it. Stabilization's great. I mean, you know. Waterproof, pretty shock resistant. Yeah, I mean, a lot of benefits to this. It's the whole connectivity thing that's holding it back, I think. Whew. Once I can figure that out, I don't think we're too far off from it. Wi-Fi 10, however long it takes to get there. I mean, we're already getting technologies like MLO, where whatever is connected to it will automatically switch to 2.4, 5 gigahertz, 6 gigahertz. So with that new Mudi 7 that's coming out, pre-release, pre-order right now, that's really promising for the future. Wi-Fi 7. And they can figure out a version of the Bluetooth and the Wi-Fi which doesn't suffer so much from interference, you know? It's tough to argue against this kind of setup. But yeah, phone streaming, pure phone streaming is great if you're just starting up, because you don't know if this is something you want to do, want to invest in, you know? Just use what you have. But I think and it's always a good fallback plan, especially if you've got a lot of interference, things are breaking up on you, connectivity between the action cameras isn't working well, all that sort of stuff. Then you could just switch to the phone where less moving parts. And cool down a little, so I'll just zip around on the e-scooter a bit. But it's funny when I hear people wanting to use their DSLR cameras for IRL, which can work depending on the kind of streams you do. So mirrorless DSLR cameras have the image quality beat, you know, you can't. Yeah, there's no way the action cameras will ever do as good a job as like a full frame mirrorless, but you've also got the downsides: size, weight, battery life. Majority of IRL streamers, okay, phone streamers, do not see the quality difference between phone versus action camera. Well, that's a good thing, I suppose. One thing I noticed, especially if they're on Samsung and they're on their selfie camera, is stabilization for sure. Like my phone, the S20 Ultra has no stabilization on the front camera at all, so there's no electronic or optical. The electronic stabilization is okay, but it's kind of weird, like it's pulling from the corners, whereas the optical is great. So for the S20 Ultra, I just use both electronic and optical, and it looks a lot more natural. But yeah, I can tell straight away if someone has a I guess an older Samsung like my one, S20 Ultra. Because as soon as it's on the selfie camera, it's like a little shaky. You catch all like the little micro jitters. Whereas the Action 4, it smooths all of that out. And I think the iPhones do a better job at image stabilization. Like to me, that it's fairly smooth on all cameras. Which, well, it must be digital. Especially my phone, iPhone 11, doesn't have a optical stabilization. I don't think they started doing that until the Pro Max cameras. And maybe the 11 Pro Max setup. So all the base models like iPhone 11 are like digital. It's a shame there's no zoom on the Action. I wonder if that's something they can add to the Action 7. So what I'd really like them to do is add optical stabilization. Put some springs in there. Reverse engineer the Sonys if they have to. But if they could do that, and also that'd fix the low light, optical stabilization, and if they could add a zoom. And if there has to be a digital zoom, fine. As long as it doesn't lose quality. Make use out of the 8K that they've been putting in everything. Maybe they downscale the video. Oh, that'd be some crazy quality, eh? Battery life, 10 minutes. So, let's see. Just thinking through how I would end the stream with this. So it doesn't. Battery life, depending on the batteries, I've found that the Action 4 battery that it came with, which is 1750 mAh, it's around about 90 minutes. I think for the very first couple of streams I was close to 2 hours, but on average now it's around 90, which is pretty decent. I bought some third-party batteries so I could do a hot swap midstream, and they're roughly 1 hour. So not as good, but you know, saves you from having to plug in every now and again. Let's check our battery. We're on 57%. Someone, I think it may be Taliesin, sells a battery charger. So you just pop batteries in the charger and then you can just keep swapping them. And in a future video, the one that I gave you guys a sneak peek of, you can hot swap batteries. You just plug in a USB-C cable. Plug a cable in, take one battery out, pop in the new one, unplug the cable. Pretty straightforward. Yeah, we did a test of that the other week. We did a hot swap without plugging in a cable and it turned off. That's because the Action 4 doesn't have an internal battery. I think maybe the 6 might have one. That's why it's a little bit bigger. Oh, they've closed off that area. They don't want anyone going down there anymore. Boo. It's a bit stink. Take another photo. Alright, let's see, so what else about this this other setup here? So we've so where to dive with the Action camera? Well, I think, well, you have diving limits depending on your Action camera. So what is the default? I think it's like 10-20 meters. If you wanted to go any deeper than that, you'd need like a protective case. But yeah, wireless signals are affected by water. Jenity, I think, has a video on it, how she's able to do diving streams. And what she does is she has an antenna that she leaves on the surface above water, and then a cable that's connected to a case and her phone. Yeah, so your antenna stays on the boat. You got a cable, so you are tethered. And that cable goes inside the case where the phone is. So that way you've got your signal reaching the phone underwater. So you'd have to do something like that. I think anytime you're going to have an area with really, really rough internet, you need a solution like that. Like we were talking about the other day, if you were to go in a cave, you'd need a similar setup. So, you know, a cave, in a mountain, whatever, it's going to have like next to no wireless signal. So you need something that's on the outside where there is a signal to be able to reach you wherever you are. So maybe you have to relay your Wi-Fi, have a whole bunch of Wi-Fi extenders, portable ones. Either that or a million modems. Even then, I think that could only do so much. Yeah, I still think that would be the better thing, especially with water. Yeah. I think one change I'd like to make to this is just a customized background for the BRB. I don't mind the streamable logo being there, but I like everything to be centered. So maybe in the middle, like if they could, I might ask if they can have the logo as a graphic that I can move around, reposition, and then a different looping video. Black. Everything black. With a seamless loop, because I think the current background video, it doesn't loop properly. So there's kind of like a hard cut from beginning to end. Seamless. Okay. Okay, ready for it. Oh, really? She had one video describing her setup, but her setup isn't just one. It's not just one setup. She has multiple depending on what she's doing, which I do as well. In fact, the more you stream, you'll realize, okay, I need this one when I'm walking around. I'll need this one if I'm in a car. I need this one if I'm on a bike. I'll need this other setup if I'm going to be doing diving streams. So I didn't quite catch your message. I'll read it in a second. But yeah, for the most part, I have maybe 3 that I regularly use. So chest mount is a staple if I feel like I need to be hands-free, like now. Chest mount, then the invisible selfie stick, a lightsaber for walking around. Little mini tripod. And one to do something like this. Hey, all good, no worries. Yeah, Ginity, Just Key. They're some of the biggest IRL streamers that I know of. They have a big followings. Well, of course, probably the biggest would be Speed. Without a doubt. Yeah, it's got like a pro setup. Yeah, cinema camera. Cameraman, audio, even like a bus, you name it. Got everything. Yeah. Yeah. City went crazy when he was in Auckland. Never seen anything like it. I did walk past. He was at, I think, Weta Workshop in Auckland. He was here for a bit, zipped through, and I needed to go catch up with someone. Walk past, saw the crowds. It was like a whole team. Yeah, it was like the Beatles were in town. That's how busy it got. And so many people were cheering for him. Speed, speed, speed. whole team. I started with one guy, his main video guy. And now he has like bodyguards. Has quite the entourage now. I think we'll just zip around Britomart, so good area to test connectivity. Yeah, we might be good for today. I've seen the setup go to low bit rate and BRB. Yeah, what were the places back in the day? What has been around here? Yeah, one of my favourites was a long time ago. Used to go there every weekend. Oh yeah, yeah. I think that was near the time I was I started to not go out so much anymore. There's a certain point where I was like, yeah, not really my scene anymore. So I was around about then. But yeah, there was a club before that called Shakers. That was my favourite. I think the vibes were the same, right? Showing my age there with that one, that throwback. So there were two clubs back in the day. There were Shakers and Bass Bar, and I was at both every weekend. I think at one point Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I don't know how I could afford to go out there much. I was all young and Cliff back in the day. Yeah, that was a fun time. Great music, good vibes. Grab a photo around here. So connection's been okay. We're still on only one. Whoa. Right into the sun. Right, into the shade. Got a seat over here. Baskets, not so much, but still, yeah. Dancing. Buskers dancing. I don't recall dancing buskers. singing buskers, yep. I think this is a good spot to sit down. Got a light right in my eye. Oh, okay. The old Burger King. Let's see. So they have a church group that sits in that area where there is now a New World. Yeah. So they've been there for a while. So I think it's the same one. And they're always there, I think, on Fridays, Saturdays. Preaching, singing. So there's about, I think, 3 or 4 groups that either do sermons, singing, or a bit of everything. Yeah, but that one, I think it's the same one by that old Burger King. It's a chemist now in that spot. Mossy, hey Mossy, how's it going? Low on the bit rate. Wow. Samsung's a bit warm. Hey, is IRL Pro still on? It could be why. The phone is too hot. Okay, I think we're good for today. I'm going to wrap up there. Now let's see. It's going to swipe down, do a quick recording. Start mic. 1 2 1 2. Check check check. Test test test. Mic check. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Alright, so I am going to open up the streamable control panel on my other phone. Yeah? That could be when I'm low bit rate. So what they have is on the lighting, the camera gets smaller, and you'll see like a graphic below the media source. And then when yeah, so that's normal. I have to move from here. I think it's the internet. Being on a single SIM doesn't help. find somewhere else to sit down. Thinking commercial bay is a bit better, so let's head that way. So yeah, I'll just check it and leave anything. Yeah. Switch. Should be okay here, but I know it's good in commercial bay, so we'll head to the other side. Article bike, chrome and black. So those are, what are those things? Cylons. Like a Cylon, that's it. Okay, should be a lot better here. Let's pop it up here. How's that? Good? Not quite. Starting to be... Oh yeah, better. So over here, both our ingest and our stream look okay. So we're at 6 and 6. Sweet. It's good that the internet's a bit rough over there, because then we can zip around, check to see how the setup handles it, low bit rate, disconnect, offline scenes, all that sort of stuff. There's the correct test. Yo. Yeah. Back to normal. Okay. So, where's my ultra? Other pocket. Oops. Now, I'm just going to do a screen recording. Try that again. Phone has cooled down a little bit. Back. Screen recording with the mic. Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, test, test, test. Alright, cool. Open up Chrome. Have a streamable control panel open. So you can end stream and shut down the server, but don't do that. End stream first. And it says stream is live for 3 hours. Can you see all those details? No, I think. Shut down server, end stream, open remote OBS. I've got stream drop protection enabled. So if you happen to be working on the remote OBS, you'll turn that off. And currently on the ingest to Moblin. So you've got a couple of ingests that you can add in here. So you can switch between your home OBS, Moblin, IRL Pro, Box. Oh, actually no, I don't think Box would work, because that works with Box Cloud. So maybe IRL Box, something else. Are you able to go through shops and malls without disconnecting? Or would you need to be on Wi-Fi? I've done it. So we've done it in here. We've zipped through Commercial Bay, had a look around the food court. It was okay, but it did get rough. And that was with 2 bonded connections. So I think we'd probably disconnect while we're in there. Yeah, so basically your Wi-Fi, your cellular needs to be able to have a good signal to wherever the next tower is, and that could be down the road, outside. So if it's having to pass through a lot of buildings, concrete walls, that sort of thing, you're going to have problems. But generally Wi-Fi, like Westfield Wi-Fi or shopping mall Wi-Fi isn't very good. Cheers. Nah. So just think about your home Wi-Fi. If you, listen, my home Wi-Fi, there's certain areas in the household where it can't reach because there's there's brick walls and stuff to where the Wi-Fi is and where you're going. So if I go into one of the bathrooms, the Wi-Fi gets worse, you know. Same thing with my TV. So my TV in my room, the internet isn't great, so maybe you can do 1080p most of the time, but often it'll drop to a lower quality. Any kind of Wi-Fi or wireless does suffer from spotty internet. It's just going to fluctuate. Now, the better your gear, and the better your gear, the less issues you'll have. But at a certain point, you're still going to have interference, you know? Yeah, so that's the problem with wireless, you know. It'll be great, and then suddenly not great, terrible, awful. And when everything's wireless, like what I have, then it adds to it. Hey, no worries. Comes from years of doing this. So yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, so that's why I got the Slate 7, because let's say I have wireless microphone to Action 4, wireless video and audio from the Action 4 to the iPhone. So I was doing it directly at first, then through the S23 Ultra, and now I'm doing it through the Slate 7. You've got another wireless signal from iPhone to Dewarp's cloud, streamable, wherever, you know. So there's multiple points where you could have interference. But I want to use this all the time. So I really like the setup. So, you know, if it disconnects, it disconnects, which will just happen anyway at some point. Yeah, so how many have we got? We've got one from the mic to the Action 4. Action 4 to the Slate 7. Slate 7 to the iPhone. iPhone to the cloud. So there's five that I have. Now the least you could have is iPhone to the cloud, 1. Yeah. But then you don't have good audio. So maybe you add a wireless receiver and transmitter. So then you've got 2. So anything that's wireless can have connectivity issues. Hey, for the most part, I'm okay. You know, most of my streams are fine with the 5 that I have, you know. But I think the other part of it as well is your phone. So how good is the processor in your phone? So mine being an iPhone 11 and pushing it with the 11. Oh shit. Pause. I need to redo that. So there's 2 videos I need to remove. Delete that one and delete that one. Okay, I think we'll wrap up there, folks. Maybe. I do. So at the moment there is no Alps and there is Loop SRT. Those are the 2 that are out there. No Alps is kind of like an all-in-one. You can also control your stream with no Alps, whereas Loop SRT only does the scene switching. So if you've already got streamable, then Loop SRT and streamable is a good pairing. Yeah, but I think a lot of IRL streamers, they start with no Alps. That was one of the first that I heard about. Then Loop SRT, I started having issues with Loop SRT, switched to no Alps, and then back to Loop SRT because then I could create all my own custom commands. I could do everything that no Alps was doing, but all custom. And there will be a 3rd one out soonish. I'm working on my own. But it's very early days. I had to take a break from it because I was working on a video that took 5 days to put together. So now that their video is done, I was able to churn out a video faster, 1.5 days. And I need to get back to that app again, because we're getting pretty close to where I could share it with people to test. But the idea behind it is to make disconnect protection easier. At the moment you have a config file where you've got to go in manually put in a whole bunch of stuff. So I wanted to make that easier than what it is now. Anyway, yeah. I'm going to wrap up, folks. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you for the convo. Mudi, appreciate you. Two crows down. Just looking through the chat. Media Tech. Jazzy. Yeah, thanks everyone. Okay, so. Hey, thank you. Yeah, testing the setup. Now, get the screen recording up. Okay, you're recording. Recording, test. Okay, cool. I'm going to go into my browser, bring up the streamable control panel. I'm going to switch to the ending soon scene, which I've added. That wasn't in there before, so that's a new scene that I've added. You would just select that scene for your ending soon.